Here we go again. I've got beautiful ribeye steak. I actually gave half this to my wife. It is actually exactly 2 pounds. I cooked it for 30 minutes. Flipped it once at the 20-minute mark. Let it sit in the air fryer for another 10 minutes. Let it sit in a plate after covering it with salt until it was relatively cool. Now it's a delicious medium rare. And I'm wondering whether or not people will ever recognize that their rights are being taken away from them. We need to be more upset about every single restriction on gun rights. I was told to just simply eat my steak and make that the entire purpose of the video. But I wouldn't have this steak without American freedom. They want me to eat bugs and Soylent Green, which is made of people. So, while I eat this steak, contemplate the fact that the very people who wish to take away your gun rights also believe that human beings should not eat red meat because of the climate, which is far more complicated than the economy. And it's far fewer people trying to understand it. I mean, how many people who are absolutely brilliant mathematicians go, I'm going to study the climate? They don't. They go to Wall Street, where they still fail to outperform the S&P 500. But climate change is an undeniable fact, despite, I'm going to state this again, the fact that the climate is more complicated than the stock market. And big hedge funds still cannot outperform the S&P 500. But climate change is a fact, despite the fact that there are more motivated people working at manipulating Wall Street than there are working at climate science. And they have more money at their disposal. And despite the fact that they still can't outperform the S&P 500, despite far greater resources than climate scientists have, we know for a fact that climate change is real. Despite the fact that the simple margin of error on the climate models is so large that we won't even know if they're accurate. It's not even possible to validate the accuracy of the model. I'm going to eat some steak, just... it is what it is, It's ultimately not my world to worry about. It's God's world to worry about. I guess it's that simple. It's not my world to worry about. It is my American economy, though. It is my American economy to worry about. And they are my gun rights to worry about, too. I just don't understand how... More guns, less crime. Look that up. The more guns are in an area, the less crime. Chicago, a city that has banned guns, has the highest murder rate in the country. Last I checked. It's like 10 years ago. It's still probably the highest murder rate in the country. I mean, I'd be very surprised if Chicago had gotten their shit together. Or ever does. It's very important to chew your food thoroughly. It allows for proper digestion. They say chew your water and drink your food. They being, I think, Sherlock Holmes. I mean, Sherlock Holmes chewed his food very, very thoroughly. They mentioned that. It's very important. On the business front, this is some excellent loose leaf gunpowder green tea. 3 scoops in a liter tea steeper, or however much water this holds is the amount of water my tea steeper holds. It actually works out really well. Put 3 scoops in. Scoop is a tablespoon. 3 tablespoons of gunpowder green tea. Steep for 2 minutes. Boiling hot water. Pour it immediately into here. Very caffeinated. I very much like the caffeine, but the caffeine from green tea does not really affect me because I've also stopped taking amphetamines, which I was prescribed. I've stopped taking them. I've replaced it with making videos on the internet. That's my drug of choice now. That's a great drug. Making videos on the internet is an amazing drug. Like, you ever want a real high? Start putting your opinion out in the world. The real opinion, the crazy one, the one you think everyone's gonna like lock you up for a lunatic for expressing. That one. You're like, oh no, I can't say that. Yes, say that thing. Oh, the high is better than anything you've ever experienced. Not that I was using amphetamines to get high, but it focuses me on objectives. I'm like, how clearly can I articulate what I really think? So anyway, excuse me. Should probably take some betadine, but my life has vastly improved since becoming a supplement company. I say since becoming a supplement company because I am still myself. I am seeking to improve the world by disseminating my understanding of human metabolism to everyone. This understanding I believe to be incalculably valuable. Because I believe it to be incalculably valuable, I'm sort of always at a loss for why people aren't constantly messaging me, asking me to help them live forever. I don't know whether or not I could, but the mere fact of possibility didn't stop ancient kings, so I'm sort of surprised. But I will say that since becoming a supplement company, people kind of seem to understand me a bit better. They're like, oh, you're an eccentric supplement company owner. Okay, I can wrap my head around that. Like, okay. Maybe next I become an eccentric author. I think that's the next step. I need to become an eccentric author. I need to actually finish my book. Get that published because, I mean, to me, like, I'm like, I don't know. I think it's just simply that people need to put you in a box before they can grok you. They need to be able to say, oh, he's a, and then in order to begin to think about you. So becoming a supplement company owner, they're like, oh, he's an eccentric supplement company owner. I'll become an author. But he's an eccentric New England author like Emerson and Thoreau. Okay, I can take that. That's acceptable. I think then they'll read the book. Like, that's such a great book. I don't even know. I don't even know what will happen, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a very good thing. But what I know is good is a steak. So